But here's a story in Numbers chapter 25. When Balak saw that he could not achieve it by force, by witchcraft, by sorcery, by divination, he said, what do we do now? Oh, there's a way out. Can we make the right people marry the wrong persons? Jebusites, don't forget, the children of Israel had to fight the Jebusites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, the ites, and they conquered them, right? So they overcame battles. Balak said, there's something we can achieve. Can we package the wrong kind of women to come into the camp? Calm down. You can now see why your pastor is trying to lock up the gates. Please tell the church in America that the adversary has done everything to stop us. And the adversary has not been able to stop the church in America. The next move of the adversary is to send Midianitish women, Midianitish men to come and corrupt the covenant. So the right men will be getting married to the wrong women, and the wrong women will be getting, the right women will be getting married to the wrong guys. This is going to be a situation whereby Dinah, the daughter of Jacob, right? The Bible says that the wrong person saw her and went into her. So whether you have the wrong women coming in for the right men, or the right women having the wrong men coming into their life, this is the mixture that is about to take place. Happy is a man of God who can sense it and see it and quickly call his young people to order and say to them, above praying for a car, above praying for a house, above praying for a job, begin to pray this simple prayer: oh Lord, order my steps, order my steps. This is a prophetic house, and the sound has to go from this house. The footsteps of the righteous, they are ordered by the Lord. The servant of Abraham said, Lord, order my steps. Am I talking to someone in the house of God? And then the Lord also ordered the step of Rebekah. This is a season where we need to start praying. He stood by the well and he prayed that the Lord will order his steps. And then Rebekah also, the Lord ordered her step to the well. Am I talking to someone in the house of God? So Rebekah came, the servant of Abraham came, and they met right at the well, and that resulted in the marriage that birthed the covenant of Israel. Young people, this is the time to pray, order my steps. Order my steps away from the wrong one. Order my steps to the right one. Am I talking to anybody? Listen now. So the adversary wanted to stop them, wanted to stop him, and the adversary has done everything possible but was not able to achieve it. So guess what happened? The adversary said, this is who he's supposed to marry. This is supposed to be his wife. Stay behind. It will require God to order his steps this way. So the adversary says, you know what? I know that Abraham's wife was fair in complexion. And Rebekah was also fair. And Jacob saw Leah and Rachel, but he was drawn to Rachel because she reminds him of his mother. This bloodline have a love for fair women. I know their weakness. Yeah, they like women of a particular sort. If it's in the family of David, they just like strange women. Let's talk. Jewish women are never enough for David's family. There's something about the family of David, the men there, something always pushes them out of the covenant. They always want to go for Syrian women and all kinds of, the women that God have said don't go out with. They are the women that David and his children like to go after. The adversary has found their code. The adversary has discovered their weaknesses. It is a reason why for some of us who are men, you find out that the women who deals with the men in our bloodline are similar in nature. Your father likes a high achieving woman, and then your brothers also went for high achieving women, and then and everybody, and then you just find yourself, there's this one that you should have married, but there's that thing about high achieving women. Even though they are the ones that will kill you, you want to go that way. I'm talking to you about very sensitive matters here. What's influencing your drive? How did you end up with who you ended up with? I thought you hated the way your mom got married, the way your mother got married. I thought you didn't like the kind of husband she ended up with. I thought you even asked her once. You said, Mom, how did you get married to my dad? You deserve a better husband. And then when it was your time to get married, how did you end up with someone similar to your father?